Hello and welcome to Sapna Master IELTS, where you will get 4th May, 9th May, 18th May and 25th May cue cards. Yes, April में ही जो cue cards change हो गए हैं. I have already given you the list, लेकिन अब और cue cards add हो गए हैं. So I am going to tell you May to August की जो speaking PDF है, yes, it is somewhere out. So अभी आपको part 1 questions plus new cue cards. I am going to tell you, yes, there are few things, few rumors कि नहीं change नहीं हुए हैं, but the students are being asked the new cue cards. सभी से पूछे जा रहे हैं, and that is why I'm giving you the list. Advertisement के ऊपर question पूछे जा रहे हैं, internet and cake के ऊपर, video games के ऊपर, environmental problems पूछे हैं, how to protect the environment पूछा गया है, how do you ब्रिंग क्रिएटिविटी इन योर वर्क पूछा गया है. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के ऊपर क्वेश्चंस बहुत पूछे गए हैं. सो दीज आर रियल क्वेश्चंस विच आर आस्क्ड, एंड इफ you prepare before you're speaking, so it means आप पहले से अगर prepare करके जा रहे हैं, so you are going towards the right direction. इसलिए इनको सभी को अच्छे से पढ़ के जाएं. सन ग्लासेस बहुत पूछ रहे हैं, मैप बहुत पूछ रहे हैं, मैप के ऊपर क्यू कार्ड भी आ रहा है. So after this I am going to tell you about what new cue cards are there. So let's get started. The first cue card is a time when you had to do something in public. And this is the question in a quick way. In a quick way means when you were in haste, when you were in थोड़ा जल्दबाजी में आपने कोई काम किया, so you can talk about that thing. A time when you encourage someone to do something, when you motivated somebody, or when you asked him to complete that thing, suppose public speaking, or go for a presentation, or do that job, something you encourage somebody. Then next one is a time when you enjoyed interesting conversation in a party. इसके जैसा ही एक और conversation का topic है जो मैं अभी आपसे बताऊंगी. Interesting conversation can be about going to Canada, right? A time when you had to do something in a quick way, that is the same thing, guys. A person you meet and feel happy. ये बहुत ज़्यादा पूछा जा रहा है question. A person you meet and feel happy. You can talk about your friend, your cousin, your niece, anybody. An interesting conversation with an old person. ये भी question बहुत पूछा गया है. So इसलिए, and ये recently मेरे student से पूछा गया है, इसलिए just work on your grandfather or grandmother से related conversation you can talk about. Also a good or a bad service you received. It can be in a restaurant, it can be at any public place. इसको mold करके भी पूछ सकते हैं. It can be asked a good or a bad service your friend received and he told you. An interesting place you visited but it is not popular among tourists. इसके जैसा एक और नीचे मोल्ड करके क्यू कार्ड लिखा हुआ है already. An interesting place, suppose you go to a place but you find it interesting but it is not popular. The people, they do not know about it much, or they have not been to that place. A photo that makes you smile, it can be your graduation photo, a convocation photo, or any anniversary is there, or it can be when you are winning some award, a time when you used a map. So this is related to general question, is also asked related to map and navigation का तो question पूछते ही पूछते हैं. Then next thing is a person who likes to do adventure. So you can talk about a person who goes for adventurous trips or rides or something. Then a place your friend or relative visit, means you went to your friend's place, you went to your relative's place, and how was the experience? You want to talk about that. A most photographed place which you have visited more than once. So most photo, this can be asked in different ways. A most photographed place or a place where you took lot of photographs. इसको ऐसे भी मोल्ड करके पूछ सकते हैं. Now it depends on whether they have asked in this form or they have asked in this form. A place near water which you visited and enjoyed. It can be a beach. A uniform you wore, ये भी बहुत ज्यादा पूछा गया है. A job you would not like to do, ये भी बहुत पूछा गया है. A place you would like to go to relax, so you can talk about this, the same thing here. An unusual holiday, again you can talk about this thing. A period or time you were busy, so this is also, जो मैं star लगा रही हूँ, yes, these are the important ones, बहुत ज्यादा पूछे गए हैं. A period or a time when you were busy. A plant grown in your country, it can be a toxic plant also, जो मैंने आगे भी लिखा होगा. A subject you would like to have or you want to do in your future. It can be a subject, it can be a course, it can be a program, कुछ भी हो सकता है. An important item that you lost, a business person or a businessman you admire. It can be in your known, it can be acquaintance, it can be the unknown one. An area of science that you're interested in, or a field of science, or anything which is related, or subject or part of science. A good law you know, or a good law you want to have in your country. So it can be asked in two ways. दोनों तरह से पूछ सकते हैं. Moving on to the next one, a summer vacation or a summer holiday that you had, or it can be asked in the future, what will you do in summer vacation? Sports or game that you would like to watch and like to play, or you generally watch and you like to play. A toxic plant, I have already said कि वैसा ही question है. A thing you can't live without. So it can be a gadget, it can be any appliance, it can be obviously a thing, not a person. Describe a person who is inspired for music and a place with lot of pictures. Again, the most photographed place. So ये वही same question है, इसको mold करके पूछा गया है. Talk about the most photographed place. I told you कि it can be asked in either of the forms. A place near water, again the water place. Your summer holiday, which I have already discussed. Indoor or outdoor place where you like to study. It can be a library, or it can be your room, it can be your friend's place where group study is done. A long-term goal you achieve with the help of somebody. You can talk about your cousin, you can talk about your friend, your mother. An experience that you visited as a friend. So friend's place, yeah, relative place, which I discussed earlier. An interesting tourist place where people do not like to go often. So this is also, according to you, this is a tourist place and you go there because you find it interesting. But the other people, they do not go there much often. Why? Because of the fair, because it is expensive, something you can talk about it. So these are the cue cards, guys, and you must prepare it. And I hope that I will be sharing the PDF sample answer as soon as possible. You can get it from my channel. The post will be published as early as it is ready. So all the best. Do well and do like the video if you have got the right information. Take care, everyone.